Right here, right now. There's only one power, one life, one infinite intelligence and love everywhere, expanding. So right here, right now, what do we want to experience here tonight? What do we want to release? What do we want to intend? And let's put it out there. Formidability. We're formidable.
Celebration.
Transformation. Creativity. Love. Healing. Joy. Truth.
World transformation.
Forgiveness.
Remembrance. Readiness.
Service.
Knowing all of this and so much more will be experienced here tonight. We are grateful and we let it be so, and let's have fun and let's dance!
What? Microphone. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hear me now? Okay. So this is a chant that we do at the beginning of almost all of our ceremonies. It's a Lakota chant, and it's a very powerful chant. It's not an easy one to follow along with, like the one that we were just doing. But because it's so powerful, we like to do it. So some of you, if you've been to our sweat lodges, know the song. If you don't, you can hum along, drum with us. Oh, where are the drums? Burl, do we have more drums?
I didn't bring drums tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, then people are going to stomp their feet. All right. Okay. Sure. Okay, so keep a beat in whatever way you can. Meaning, can use your, as Deena said, clap your hands, stomp your feet, whatever works. So we're calling in this, with this chant, we're calling in various spirit energies. We're calling in Wakin Tanka, Tanka Shila, which is great spirit in Lakota. We're calling in Chanupa, which is a sacred pipe. Wakli Klishna, sacred eagle. See that eagle flying around and flying right in the door. Ichi Wishasha, Mother Earth, and Pechuta, sacred medicine and sacred medicine people, of which you all are, because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. So follow along, sing it if you know it, hum along, make some noise. Walkin' Tonka Tonka Shila, Chiwokielo, Onchi Mala Hoyate, Ani Wachin Chachewokie, Lo Get up. Chanupa, Onchi Mala Chewokie, Lo Wakli Krishna, Wakli Krishna, Onchi Mala Chewokie, Lo Onchi Mala Hoyate, Wani Wachin Chachewokie, Lo Ikshi Wishasha, Ikshi Wishasha, Onchi Mala Chewokie, Lo Onchi Mala Hoyate, Wani Wachin Chachewokie, Lo Pechuta, Pechuta, Onchi Mala Chewokie, Lo Onchi Mala Hoyate, Wani Wachin Chachewokie, Lo Wakin Tanka Tanka Shila, Wakin Tanka Tanka Shila, Chewokie, Lo Onchi Mala Hoyate, Wani Wachin Chachewokie, Lo We got to do a lot of howling tonight because it is a wolf full moon, right? All right. Right.
Good evening, everyone. We're so happy to see all of you. Wow. I'm Reverend Nancy Fuller. I'm the Vice President of Spiritual Unity Movement. We are, like I said, so grateful you're here. You can feel the energy. Diane, who's been with us for many years, just walked in and said, it sounded so good out on the street. So we're taking it to the streets. So welcome. I have to see, maybe I'll do it at the end, but I was thinking about doing it right now. Anyone who has never been here to one of our full moon ceremonies, would you stand up? Because I think Sammy is here, and look! Woo! We're so excited. So thank you all. We are here tonight to receive and radiate spiritual energy. When on this beautiful, beautiful full moon, did many of you see it driving in? It was just magnificent. So we have some clipboards that are going to be passed around. Sammy already signed up right away. So he was telling me he just started attending CSL Granada Hills and heard that we do this once a month. So he said, I'm going to do that too. So I'm like so excited. So if your information has changed, please let us know. If not, if we don't have your information, we need it. We send out emails quite a few times each month. We have a robocall that hopefully some of you got last night, I believe, right? So yesterday afternoon. So. Oh, we have a healing box in the back. Florence Riggs is our director of our healing ministry. So if you'd like to put a prayer request in there for yourself, others, friends, family, the world, we will take them. And we have a huge group of healers and practitioners that will pray over those for the next month. So, this is our spiritual unity mission statement. To celebrate the spiritual unity of all life and raise the consciousness of light and love through community meditation and education, and to inspire and empower those who attend the World Healing Meditation ceremonies and all of humanity with our life-transforming experience of healing, oneness, and unity. We are saving our planet from the inside. Oh. Okay, I think that's it for the opening words. I would now ask Burl to come up and lead us in our opening ritual.
We ask that you please turn off your cell phones at this time. Even if you have them on vibrate, they can disturb the meditation. We begin our full moon meditation this evening with an invocation. Great Father, Mother, God, and Goddess, be with us here now. Hold this space sacred from which we may do our work. Open our hearts to your golden light that we may radiate love into the hearts of all. Open our minds to your divine knowing that we may radiate understanding into the minds of all. Open our spirits to your infinite presence that we may radiate awareness into the spirits of all. One heart, one mind, one spirit, unlimited and indivisible. Be still and know I am God. Acknowledging that Spirit is one and the paths to God are many, in our opening ritual, we will honor the world's religions and the many names of God with a quote from each religion on the topic of love. A bell will be rung and a candle lit as the name of divinity is sounded for each of the major religions of the world, after which we will sound the Om. Om is an ancient sacred tone, a deepening. Sounding the Om allows an intoning of grace and balance and empowerment. There is no right or wrong way. Simply relax into your own tone, open to the nuances of the sacred sound as it moves through you. Our opening ritual will conclude with all of us sounding the Om several times, each in your own note, in your own time, and a continuing free-form rhythm, creating a tapestry of healing sound. We honor all religions as expressions of the one God, Great Spirit, Divine Essence. May the wellspring of love find in us an unimpeded channel. In the sacred tradition of Taoism, the Tao, Spirit arms us with love. In the sacred tradition of Hinduism, Ishvara, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, one best worships the Lord through love. In the sacred tradition of Buddhism, Lord Buddha, cultivate a heart of love. In the tradition of the sacred feminine, the goddess in all her forms, the Divine Mother loves, nurtures, and sustains all. In the sacred tradition of Judaism, Adonai, Elohim, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and your neighbor as yourself. In the sacred tradition of Christianity, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God is love. In the sacred tradition of First Nations people of all lands, love is the medicine that holds all life together. In the sacred tradition of Islam, Allah. This is love, to fly toward a secret sky, to cause 100 veils to fall each moment. In the sacred tradition of all other religions, you may now together say any additional names of divinity that you would like to invoke. Thank you. And now I would like to invite Liz. Yes.
You didn't do the meditation.
I didn't do the meditation. I'm sorry. I think I do have it here. All right, let us then cross our legs and close our eyes if they're not already closed. Take a long breath in and out. And in and out. As you take another deep breath, relax and let go of the day. Let go of the people, the challenges, and just be. When you are ready, put your feeling attention into your heart center and relax. Imagine a bright, warm sun floating above your head. Its rays are emanating down into the crown of your head. The sun is releasing a pure white light. The light is floating down, filling your head and neck. It floats across your shoulders, down your arms, out your hands, filling your torso. Your organs are enveloped in this pulsating, purifying light of the sun. As the sunlight flows down your body, through your legs and out the bottoms of your feet, it washes away all impurities, all imperfections, all pain and disease, deep into the central core of the earth. Your body is filled with divine energy. Right now, you are whole, perfect, and complete. As the light continues to energize, pulsate, and vibrate, allow it to expand out through your auric field. As you continue to feel the perfection of your light body, allow it to expand out and fill this room. Continue to expand your awareness and divine essence outside of the room. Imagine and intend that you are now blessing all of Los Angeles with this pure golden white light. Expand out to all of California, all of the U.S., and all out across the globe, enveloping Mother Earth and all her beings with a pure divine essence. The white light of perfection is now vibrating, pulsating, and connecting all beings on the planet who gather with conscious intent to heal, balance, harmonize, unify the islands of light. We have now set the vibrational tone for this intention-setting ceremony. Now, slowly and gently, bring your awareness back to the room and the present time. Take a deep breath and open your eyes.
Hey, everybody. So you all know it's the wolf moon, right? I heard you earlier howling, so go ahead, one more time. Let's hear it. Oh, nice, nice. So according to the Farmer's Almanac, the name wolf moon originates from Celtic and Old English roots, and it's during the cold, wintry months of January that we begin to hear the sound of the wolves howling and their eerie and undeniably beautiful call. That's just one of the reasons why January's full moon is such a raw, ancient, and primal force. So it's a lot of interesting facts about the moon this time. Okay, so the full moon will take over 8 days to grow from full to a third quarter, which will happen on February 2nd. And that's the longest time between two full moon phases for this entire year. So like it's kind of moving along slowly, right? And while the full moon takes place in Leo, right, the sign of creativity, passion, romance, and power, so fierce it can leave you feeling burned if you get too close, the sun is currently in Aquarius, right, which is all about, humanity and the higher good. What's super interesting is that Pluto re-enters the zodiac sign of Aquarius January 20th, so it happened 5 days ago, where it will remain primarily, it goes out a little bit like in November, but it will remain there until 2043. Yeah, okay? So Pluto, has been traveling through Capricorn since 2008. Capricorn's qualities are things like banking systems, top-down corporate systems, worldly attainments, right? While the alchemistic energy of Pluto in Aquarius is going to be very different, right? So as humanity evolves, the energetic patterns of Pluto and Aquarius will include more power to the people. Yeah. Right? This is awesome. So after Pluto's time in Capricorn and the strong emphasis on corporations and big business, one of the overall themes of Aquarius is humanity, right? So Aquarius is a fixed air sign, and it's known as the innovator. The following 20 years will include leaps and innovations. I don't know, somebody said, in technology. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where it's going to happen, but it's going to happen, right? And according to astrologists, the end of 2029, our world will look different, right? Things will be significantly different. The last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was between, I have it here, 1778 and 1798, the era which included the French Revolution and the adoption of the Constitution of the United States of America. So that's super interesting because that is the topic of conversation now, again, right? The Constitution of the United States. So it's great. Like, it's really good news, right? We'll be looking at our ideas about the cosmos and the universe in relationship to the human soul. Change is in the air, literally, and transformation is coming. And what better time to set our intentions for the coming year, and maybe together, we can change the course of humanity for the highest good for all. So.
Hello again. So, we're going to do the Om Shanti chant. Please feel good and raise yourself up. Rise up. And if you'd like to do some drumming, do a little bit of light drumming along with it, or clap your hands, and let's get that energy continuing to move up through this wonderful shamanistic intention setting ceremony. Let there be peace in my mind. Let there be peace in the earth. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om. Peace within my mind. Peace within my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace within my mind. God and only God I live to see. Peace within my mind. God and only God is moving me. Peace within my mind. God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om. Peace within my heart. Peace within my heart. God and only God is moving me. Peace within my heart. God and only God I live to see. Peace within my heart. God and only God is moving me. Peace within my heart. God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Peace within the earth. Peace within the earth. God and only God is moving me. Peace within the earth. God and only God I live to see. Peace within the earth. God and only God is moving me. Peace within the earth. God and only God I live to see. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Om. 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 Om Shanti, Om. Om Shanti, Om.
Thank you, Florence, and thank you, Burl, and thank you, Liz. It was wonderful. Oh, well, you've already begun to feel the energy moving. It's really going to move here in the next few minutes. All about Reverend Dr. Patrick J. Harbula, our first president and now our advisor of Spiritual Unity Movement for the last 25, 30 years. So it is really because of this man that this group is still going, and I'm so grateful to him. Yeah.
This is what we had in our email, and I'm going to read it because I like it. Busting loose from limiting beliefs has never been easier. Our resident shaman, Rev. Dr. Patrick Harbula, guides us on this harmonic journey as we drum in our new life intentions. The feather ritual assists us in the awakening of cellular memory and what we are called to do. That's what's going to happen in the next few minutes. This is the time to activate your divine blueprint for the year. Elder Patrick Harbula guides us on the shamanic journey of life intentions, assisted by Deena Efferson-Williams, who utilizes the gift of Divine Oracular, will speak the vibrations of the soul's journey in this plane, clearing the bodies of karmic debris. Everyone will speak what they are releasing and intending for the new year. An initiation will be offered to all those who are ready to step into a higher expression of light, love, freedom, and joy with the sacred feather blessing ritual. Dr. Patrick has been a leader and teacher in the human potential movement, meditation trainer, and coach for over 30 years. Author of the acclaimed book, The Magic of the Soul, Applying Spiritual Power to Daily Living. Patrick appears regularly on radio and TV, including Good Morning America, Inside Edition, ABC, NBC, UPN, initiated as an elder by Dakota Elder Joseph Graywolf in Sedona. You're in for a treat, everyone. Deena Efferson-Williams, our board member and director of our, everything, is a renowned visionary creative artist empowering others through the performing arts and metaphysical healing practices. Deena has helped thousands of people with her work as a personal development and transformational leader. She is the founder and director of Channels of Light, a spiritual educational organization devoted to help people find inspiration and motivation through a holistic approach to life. As the best-selling author of Snippets of Peace, My Devotion, she brings positive advice and affirming thoughts to help others find a conscious path. Check out her podcast, Enlightened Possibilities, where she draws from her extensive accreditations to help anyone on their transformational journey. www.deenaefferson.com, a wisdom of the heart church. Yes, yes. All right, without further ado, I am asking Dr. Rev. Patrick Harbula to come up and lead us in this beautiful evening, and Deena will assist him. Do you need this one?
I've got a.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, let me give you a hug now.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
Love you.
Okay.
All righty, so going to give you a little talk first. Now I got to clear my throat. So I did come up with a little talk. Usually I do a little short talk before we do the ritual, but I have a little more to say. Oh, and I got notes too, because I have a little more to say tonight. And I think we got to change my title though as advisor on the advisory board, because, you know, I offer my advice quite frequently, but they rarely take it. How about influencer? I want to be an influencer. So, you know, my talk title is How Can We Save the Planet? And I think you all know part of our mission statement, right? So the answer is? From the inside. We'll get to that in a bit. And you know, in virtually all of my speaking and workshops and ceremonies and coaching and pretty much everything that I do in service, I tend to want to inspire people. And I tend to not to focus on the problem and do focus on the solution. But the situation in our world today is calling me to call out what's happening. Because, oh, and I got to say a couple things too. I'm getting chills because Elder Joseph Graywolf, who was mentioned as my mentor, passed away just about 6 weeks ago. And his presence is here right now. And we've got some sacred items from him. In fact, could you hold up the items that she's going to use in the ritual here, or at least one of them? So those two were made by Joseph and his wife. And the drum that Karina has here, it's now her drum, was the last drum that he made. They were sent to me as a gift, unexpected. So his presence is here, and this was given to me when he initiated me into as an honorary elder in the Dakota tribe. So I wanted to bring that energy into the room because it's present, and it's just going to make this all the more powerful. So, but I do want to just briefly talk about, hopefully briefly, about what's going on in the world. None of it that you don't know already, maybe a few little tidbits, but, you know, I don't even have to mention the wars, right? The political discord, the sex trafficking. Did you know that there are more, this is a true statistic, there are more people in slavery today, and most of them children, than there were when slavery was legal in this country? I mean, some of the things going on in the world today are just, and this is not comfortable stuff to talk about, right? We'll get to the inspiring stuff, I promise, hopefully. But I want to bring this into the room because this is the stuff that needs to be healed, right? We don't talk about this stuff in our spiritual services very often, but I think it's time we do because we're running out of time. You know, the Paris Accord said that in order for our species essentially to thrive, maybe even survive, by 2030, we have to have the global warming go up no more than 1.5 Celsius. And our trajectory right now is 2.5 to 2.9. And so a lot of people are saying this is the year where it has to happen. So we've been told for years by the scientists and Al Gore and many others that, you know, we don't have too much more time to turn this around. And guess what? Time's up. This is it. This is the year. We've got to do it. So what does that mean for us? It means things got to happen, right? And it can't happen at a slow pace. It has to happen at a really fast pace. So how do we do this, and what's our part to do? Let me see if there's, in my notes, if there was, oh, here they are. If there's anything else I wanted to say about that. Yeah, that's good. I wanted to mention social media too. And, you know, there's an epidemic of loneliness in our country and the world. And social media and smartphones have separated. They were supposed to bring us together. They've separated most of the people. You know, and it's not bad. Nothing is good or bad. It's how we use it, right? And so it's because most of the majority of the people on our planet are still unconscious to the greatest extent, it's not being used in a healthy way. But the people in this room, all right, and the people who are part of the networks of people who are making a difference on this planet are using it in a healthy way. And I'm going to invite us to ramp up our efforts in how we communicate what needs to be done. Our mother is suffering, man. Our Mother Earth is suffering. And we're going to do a chant right now. So your drums, sing along. This is an easy one. And it goes like this. If you haven't heard it, just listen once. We'll sing it 4 times. If you know it, join in right away. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, hey ya, ho. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey heartbeat. Mother, I feel you under my feet. Mother, I hear your heartbeat. Hey, 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 ho. 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 All right, so we're going to get to the inspiring part, but not quite yet. So I'm going to say something now that I always kind of think is going to inspire people, but it never does. So I have some clients, some clients that are really upset about what's happening in the world. And so one thing I'll sometimes say to them is, you know, if this is the decline of our civilization, if this is the beginning of the decline of our civilization, which it could be, because if we don't make this change that we're talking about, it will be, right? Then we have had the opportunity to live at the peak of our civilization. That's not so bad, right? All right, you're still not inspired. I get it. The reason it inspires me is one of my practices is non-attachment. And the ultimate non-attachment is and personally, no longer being attached to being in physical form. Collectively, not being attached to the human race surviving. Did you know that 99% of all species that have ever lived on this planet have gone extinct? We're part of the 1%, right? And we seem, the human race seems to be so arrogant that we think that's the only thing that's important, right? Is that as a whole, right? Because that's what's happening. In fact, if you asked the dolphins or the cows or any other species that's still alive, their take on this, they'd say, we might be better off without you guys, right? We have not done well. In fact, there was a video years and years ago called, you could probably still find it, called The Global Brain. And they did an interesting study. They showed that a microscopic view of cancer cells. And then they overlaid on that an aerial picture of a metropolis. Same patterns. Could it be that the human race, as it stands now, is the cancer of the world? And yet, I got to tell this story. I wasn't going to tell it, but I've said it here before, the metaphor about the butterfly and the cocoon, right? So there's something in the butterfly that scientists have studied that they call imaginal cells, or in the caterpillar rather, that they call imaginal cells. And these imaginal cells hold the blueprint for the architecture of the butterfly, right? And so all of the caterpillar's life, its immune system is fighting off these imaginal cells, because if they win, the caterpillar dies, in a sense, or goes into chrysalis. And so what happens as the caterpillar grows older, maybe I haven't thought of this as the metaphor for our human species growing older, the immune system begins to weaken, and the imaginal cells begin to multiply. They communicate with each other, DNA and information. And then ultimately, as we know, they take over, and the caterpillar goes into chrysalis, and then we know the rest of the story, right? So the interesting thing about this is that we are the imaginal cells of the global transformation, right? And the more that we are multiplying and coming together and doing the work that we're doing, the greater chance is that the world will be saved, right? That we will become a butterfly in flight. Let's see, what else did I want to say about that? So, getting a little bit inspired now? Okay, good. I want to talk about the harmonic convergence. So, how many people know what the harmonic convergence was? 1987. You don't, right? Okay. But I know that you do, because Caroline Hatfield showed up today. She was the only one in the room who was with me up in Angeles Forest celebrating the harmonic convergence, right? Her sister wasn't there, were you? No. No. Susan. What was your friend's name? Teresa.
No, not Teresa.
Teresa, right. And 115 other people. And it was an amazing thing. And so the predictions before the harmonic convergence were that, and by the way, just let's see, I want to really encapsulate this quickly. People were instructed or invited to go to power spots like Mount Shasta, right? And it got a lot of worldwide press because there was concern that hundreds of thousands of people were going to go up to Mount Shasta, and that would create traffic problems, and that actually did happen. So it got a lot of press, and so millions and millions of people went to sacred sites to do sacred ceremony like we're doing tonight. And it was kind of, Jose Arguela said, it's like giving the earth an acupuncture treatment, right? Or acupressure treatment. And the prediction was that after the harmonic convergence, great systems of oppression would fall. And so I didn't even think about this until years later. Somebody called me up and said, have you done any feedback or research about all the things that have happened since the harmonic convergence in the following 5 years? The Berlin Wall came down. Who thought that would happen? The Soviet Union disbanded. Many European countries, Czechoslovakia being one of them, hundreds of thousands of people in the streets chanting freedom, freedom, freedom. All these systems of oppression fell down. I remember this well. I wrote about this, that there was an item in the Los Angeles Times that says, peace breaks out all over the world. I shared this on social media recently, and somebody said, that'll never happen. Again, right? So that is the power of collective consciousness, right? What if we had a harmonic convergence every year, right? There was a whole thing about the astrological alignment, and that's all good, well and good. But my sense is the reason all that happened is because when people come together in consciousness with conscious intention for the good, things happen. And that's what we've been doing together as this group for 24 years now. And I've been doing these ceremonies since the 1980s. So that's what we're here to do, right? And that's what has to happen more of. And, we've been involved in, and this isn't a new idea. I remember someone lecturing about it when we were at the Onion years ago, is noon, every day at noon, wherever you are, take 1 minute, 2 minutes to focus on world peace, right? Other ideas, and I might even ask for other people, want to get into the solutions now. We were doing a video today, and it just, from something you said, just occurred to me. Some of the younger generations say to me, you boomers, you messed it up for us. You didn't stop this, right? Now I turn around and look at the younger generation and say, okay, what are you doing? Because it's worse now. So if it doesn't, and we're getting a little bit too old to do much about it. I'm going to keep trying, keep doing what I'm doing, what's mine to do. But we got to convince, if they're not convinced already, to not do what our generation did, because the stakes are higher now. So what if everyone in this room, in our social media, anyone not on social media, start reaching out. I applaud you. Start reaching out and make that a message to younger people, that we just keep hammering it. We've got to spread the message. It's got to change, right? And, what can we do? It's whatever is ours to do. And the most important thing is that we're not doing it because we have to, because, we're feeling pressure to, but because it'll bring us joy to do it. Because when we do things for the joy of doing them, the result is always more powerful. So I believe the most important thing we can do is to live like Burl over there. Because he talks about it all the time. Life is so short. Even if the human species hasn't been here that long. I want to say one more thing about that too. In the medicine wheel, of which this lady is a master, when we call in the directions and we call in Grandmother Earth, Inamata, she says to us quite often, you humans seem to think that you are the top of the food chain, right? And somebody in one of your great books said that you have dominion over all things. That's your problem, is thinking that. Because if this is going to change, you better mind your elders. All those who have come before, the four-leggeds that have suffered because of us, many species dying, the crawlers, the flyers, swimmers, tree people, plant people, all of them, right? So we're going to do another chant, and then we'll get into the ritual that we're going to do. So this one chant came from was given to me during my initiation by Joseph Greywolf, and it's called the Dolphin Song. So I don't apologize for tears. So we're going to. So there's a visualization that goes along with this chant. So imagine, close your eyes for this part, for the visualization part. And you can open it when you're singing there again. Once again, listen once and then join in if you don't know it. But visualize a bay where thousands of dolphins are coming into the bay. And the cliff is lined with the tribespeople. And the dolphins have come to sing this song because the tribespeople have lost their way. They've come out of balance. And we were one species at one time, the dolphins and the humans. You didn't know that. The dolphins are calling us back to our natural roots. We are the tribe that's on the cliff. But we can sing this song both from the place of the tribespeople and the place of the dolphins, right? So it goes like this. And really, as you're singing, tune into that dolphin energy, all right? Hey, 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 hungua. 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 Hey, hungua. Hey, hungua. Hey, hungua. Hey, 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 hungua. Hey, hey, hungua. Hey, hey, hungua. Hey, 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 hungua. Hey, hey, hungua. Hey, hey, hungua. Hey, hungua. Hey, hungua. Hey, hungua. Hey, hey, hungua. 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 We always do four singings of the chants for the four directions. And in tribal people, tribal nations, there is not this understanding or belief that the human species is above everything else because everything is equal, right? Everything is equal. Okay, is there anything else I wanted to say? I was going to say, I know that I'm speaking to the choir, but the choir needs to speak more, right? So maybe I'll do that we'll do that in the meditation because we've been talking long enough. One more, I wanted to close with this idea. Carlos Castaneda teachings, Don Juan is always telling Carlos Castaneda to use death as your advisor. In my book, The Magic of the Soul, we do have copies out in the back, by the way, there's an exercise that came out of just naturally, we were sitting at dinner with our daughters over 20 years ago. And I said, it just occurred to me to ask this question: what would you say to each other if you knew we were all going to die in the next 15 minutes? And it was the most profound conversation we've ever had. So I want to ask you this question. What would you do in the next 30 minutes if we just got notice on social media that an asteroid is going to destroy the planet in the next 30 minutes? We'll all be gone. What would you do, right? You'd probably call the people you love, right? You might even call some people that you have some tension with or you haven't talked to in a long time, right? And tell them that you love them. When I do memorial services, one of the last things I say is, when someone passes away, it's always a reminder to live life fully, right? And as Ram Dass said, in the end, we're all just walking each other home. So let's walk each other home. Let's do what is ours to do. In the meditation, I'm going to ask you what is yours to do. And let's do it with love and joy in our hearts, yeah? Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you for listening. All right. So the ritual, Deena's going to come forward. And what we're going to do is we have 2 talking sticks here. We have the microphone. And we're going to pass the microphone around. And we do this kind of quickly. We have a much longer version of this ceremony that we do in our home on New Year's Eve every year. But we're going to do this in our kind of quick way that we do it here. And what's cool about it is very powerful to do it in this abbreviated method. And so basically, we're going to pass the microphone around. Each person is going to say what you're releasing from the past that no longer serves you, and what is your intention for this new year, for the year of 2024. I have a number of clients, by the way, who all choose a word for the year, right? I chose expansion. So you could include something like that if you want as well. So in between, after each person speaks and the microphone's being passed, we'll just drum for a few seconds, right? And we're going to drum with the energy of what has been spoken. But let's try to listen to everybody else drumming, keep a nice beat. And then when I bang 4 times, I think that's what I'll do. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means stop, and then the next person speaks. Make sense? So let's go. We'll go this way. Inner circle, and then we'll go around that way, and you guys will figure it out from there. Okay, and then Deena, if you want. Now, this idea, the next part of it came out of when I was initiated by Joseph Greywolf. So interesting that we're doing this. We have his items here today. We're doing his chant. He's standing right there. My God, I feel him. And so when I was initiated by him, it was, and I had SUM present this to me at our next ceremony. And we came up with this initiation because I realized everyone should have that opportunity to be initiated. Somebody's phone's going off. It sounds like mine, but it's not mine. So let it go. Who cares? So Deena is going to, if you want initiation, then come forward after you speak. There may be a little line. Deena will be here, and she has this. Why don't you explain what you do?
I speak 8 languages. Thank you. I speak 8 languages, of which I was not trained in or studied. It's called xenoglossia. It's called speaking in tongues. It's called whatever you want to call it. But what Grey Wolf called it was divine oracular. He explained to me what I was doing, the languages that I'm speaking in, and its purpose is to cleanse, heal, that which belongs to the body and the soul and the land. We've had a lot of blood shed on our planet. And the point of it is where you, excuse me, the ground where you stand is charged with who you are. And so my work is to cleanse the soul's essence, the earthly journey of all that has been harmful or caused harm, either to self and others. But the planet is calling for it. So.
Oh. And again, the rattle that she'll be using for sound in this was made by Joseph Greywolf. So, and so the sharing, or the speaking of what you're releasing and your intention for the new year, make it very short so it doesn't take too long. Spirit loves brevity, and it's more powerful. It's more powerful that way. And so 30 seconds max. I will, I'll keep the time in my head.
And then afterwards, they get up and proceed to the...
Yes, if you want to. Yes, absolutely. Oh, and Florence loaned us this crystal to be our talking stick as well, or to hold on to while you're speaking your truth.
Guiding us in a meditation before?
No. It's afterwards.
I'm releasing fear. Fear of the future, fear of, just fear, we'll leave it at that. And I am embracing flying through the door in 24.
Oh. Clap, drums, stomp your feet. No, just go. She's going to do that while we're doing it, yeah.
I am releasing ideas and beliefs and thoughts and things that no longer serve. And I am embracing knowing what Divine Mother and Heavenly Father, where I am to be, what I am to do, and what I am to say.
Aho. Let's do it out there. And your intention can be, anything. It can be something you want to accomplish. It can be a quality like we've been hearing, but anything you want for this year.
Hi, I am planning to release all pain, resentment, and shame. And I am embracing joy, peace, and love this year.
Aho!
I'm releasing pain and embracing abundance and receiving and surrender.
I'm releasing unworthiness and embracing more.
Aho! By the way, if you didn't know, aho, the word aho means, when you're speaking, if you say it, it means I've spoken from my heart. And if you say it when someone else has spoken, it means what you've said speaks to my heart. Okay.
You want it to go that way? Or?
That's fine. Yeah, this is good. Whatever works.
I'm releasing sadness, and I'm embracing openness and acceptance.
Oh. Yeah, let's keep it on this side and finish this side and then go. LB.
I am releasing old attachments, and I am embracing green hydrogen as a solution to help Mother Earth.
Oh.
I'm releasing the nostalgia that makes me hold on to things far too long.
Oh.
And I embrace prosperity and joy that I have the ability to share with others, you know, the knowledge of kindness and the capabilities of humankind.
Oh.
I am releasing entitlement around me, and I am embracing a new home and lifelong loving partnership.
Oh.
I am releasing, old attachments, and I am embracing love, joy, and peace for the new year.
Oh.
I am releasing lack and limitation, and I'm embracing abundance, love, and healing for Mother Earth.
Oh.
I'm releasing forgiveness and to share with all of you. That's it.
Oh. One second. You said what you're releasing, but did you say what you want for this year? In Espanol is fine.
Healing.
Healing. Oh.
Yes, healing.
It's very important anytime we release that we fill up with something new, because the universe abhors a void, and if we don't fill up with something new, the same, what it's familiar with comes back. So.
I'm releasing anger and fear and replacing it with empowerment.
Oh.
I am releasing fear, and I am embracing a beautiful casita in Portugal.
I am releasing unease, and I am embracing more presence in the world and with nature, and it's through deepening my love and connection to nature that I hope to be that little flame to inspire others around me and to send that consciousness forward and spread blessings.
Oh.
I am releasing the need to be skinny, and
Oh.
I'm going to embrace nutrition and health and love.
I am releasing any old patterns of thought about myself or others or the planet that no longer serve me, and I am embracing our 80% plant-based diet, and that love and peace will prevail on the planet.
I am releasing anger and fear and embracing joy.
I'm releasing work that's keeping me too busy, and I'm embracing for this year helpful new friends.
I am releasing detachment, and I am leaning into presence.
I am releasing self-judgment, and I am embracing my future with excitement and good fear. I am releasing expectations, and I am embracing a healthier me.
I'm releasing fear and pain and embracing perseverance and joy.
I am releasing old regrets and embracing a new home and new friends.
Before we finish, let me ask Frank, do we have people online? Five online. Do they want to express into the group, or they can just? All right. So we'll leave space for them at the end to do it, and we'll drum for them all. Okay.
Hope. I am releasing hurt and trauma that hinder me. I am embracing, continuing to find happy Tai Chi and Qigong students, my passion, and I embrace receiving a blessing for my calling to be a voice and advocate for the mentally ill and their families.
I'm releasing all negativity that keeps me trapped and embracing the positive things in life. Thank you.
I want to release fear and hatred from my life and embrace freedom and healing.
I want to release the inability to say no and set boundaries, and the need to work for a living. And I'm just going to embrace fun and ease and good times.
I would like to release anger and frustration and embrace peace, calm, and presence.
I am releasing procrastination and old ideas, and I am embracing truth, joy, and love. for this coming year.
I am releasing fear and isolation, and I'm going to embrace love and commitment.
I am releasing family trauma and wars within the family. I am releasing impatience, and I am embracing harmony, love, and for my body to continue to stay as healthy and beautiful as it is now. Aho.
I am releasing a false sense of lack and limitation and the idea that I have been a victim to circumstances. I'm releasing that weakness that has limited me. I'm embracing that part of me that knows my own personal power through the power of God within me, Christ power, Holy Spirit power, personal power, power of the subconscious mind used in a positive way, and Mother Earth power. So be it, so it is.
I am releasing other people's judgment of myself, and I'm releasing my judgment of other people. Also, I'm embracing love and exponential wealth. We can do the people online. You just have to talk to them, and I can unmute them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you can, they can
Bring them on the
speak.
speaker, yes.
Okay, great. All right, so I don't need this. Well, I'll do mine right now. So I am releasing some pains in my body and all in any limitations. And I am embracing and intending a year of expansion, joy, and more freedom than I've ever experienced before in my life. I gave myself 4 extra beats there. All right, so we're going to invite the people online to speak, yes? So bring them forward. Tell us, we're actually going to hear them, right? Okay, go. Can't hear.
Talk to Debbie. We're going to do Debbie first.
Debbie.
You speak.
Okay, just have them come in one at a time. Yeah, Debbie, go ahead. Tell us your release and your intention. 30 seconds or less.
Release procrastination and embrace expanded creativity and healing.
Who's next?
Well, you could call a wolf star.
Wolf Star, Naomi. Oh, no, that's Finn. That's Finn. Finn, yeah.
The fear of discomfort, and I'm embracing whatever fear might come up when I engage in the adventure that's coming up in the next year.
Love you, Finn.
That's all we have.
That's it? Okay. Okay. All right. So, while they're continuing the initiation here, still got to do Deena too. You're going up. I think we're going to do a chant. This is a really fun one. More chants. What's that?
The last song for the spotlight.
What's that? Shima? Oh, no. We're going to do native. Mother, carry me. Child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. River, she is flowing, flowing and flowing. River, she is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me. Child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. River, she is flowing, flowing and flowing. River, she is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me. Child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. River, she is flowing, flowing and flowing. River, she is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me. Child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. River, she is flowing, flowing and flowing. River, she is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me. Child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. Mother, river, she is flowing, flowing and flowing. River, she is flowing. Sing with us, please. Sing. Carry me, child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. River, she is flowing, flowing and flowing. River, she is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me. Will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. River, shorter initiation. To the sea. Mother, carry me. Child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. River, she is flowing. Get up and dance, everybody. Move a little bit. River, she is flowing down to the sea. Mother, carry me. Child, I will always be. Mother, carry me down to the sea. All right, we're going to do another chant. This is called the Wake Up Song. So with this song, we are waking up love in our hearts and love in the hearts of all beings. Very repetitive. You'll pick it up very quickly. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Wake 'em up. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, hey ah. Ochi matai o, hey ah, hey ah, Where's Florence? Oh, Florence is right there. Okay. So this chant is a call and response. And this is all about flying, because we're all going to fly into this new year, right? So just repeat after me exactly what I sing it back, same tune, very simple. First time I'll sing it back with you, just because to get the rhythm. So it goes like this. How does it go? Ochi mata. No, just kidding. That's what's still going around in my head. All right, let's go. All right, we'll start with the. Okay, let's start with "Fly Like an Eagle." Fly like an eagle, fly like an eagle, fly so high, fly so high, circling the universe on wings of pure light. Oh, witchy tie tie, witchy tie yo. Tie, witchy tie yo. Fly like a condor, fly so high, circling the universe on wings of pure love. Tie, witchy tie yo. Oh, witchy tie tie, witchy tie yo. Fly like an eagle, fly so high. Circling the universe on wings of pure light. Oh, witchy tie tie, witchy tie yo. Oh, witchy tie tie, witchy tie yo. Condor, fly so high, circling the universe on wings of pure love, on wings of pure love, on wings of pure love. On wings of pure love. What happens, my shaman, when the eagle and the condor fly together?
We have peace.
Oh. From what tradition?
From the native tradition.
Okay. All right. Deena.
Releasing?
Oh, and here, you need to be holding this while you do that. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Releasing. I don't know. At this point, I'm releasing the need to know.
Oh.
And embracing the idea that everything I need to know will be given to me in the moment.
Oh. All right, now we're going to drum, hoot, and holler, make sound for everyone's intentions, positive intentions in this room and for everyone in the entire planet that has positive intentions. Ready, go! You guys are amazing. Even you. My dear friend Jenny. All right, we're going to do a meditation now, right? Is that what's next? All right, close your eyes. Take a deep healing breath. Feel the energy of everything that's happened here. And just continue to breathe deeply. And with each breath, feel yourself become more relaxed, more at ease, and yet more alive, more present, more at peace, more in love, floating in pure, unconditional love. Imagine that before you is a golden path of light. And at the end of this path is whatever symbol comes to you as the highest symbol of the divine, in whatever tradition is sacred to you. If you're not the visual, it doesn't have to be an image, it can be a feeling, it can be a presence. And begin walking down this path toward this highest representation of the divine, whatever it is for you. And the closer you get to it, the higher the vibration becomes. You feel yourself being energized, being transformed by the presence at the end of this path. As you get very, very close to it now, you feel that you're losing your own sense of identity as you begin to merge with the essence of this divine symbol. And finally, you step right in at the end of the path, right into the center of this image, this feeling, this presence, and become it. Because you are the divine. And just remain in the presence of being a radiant center of pure light and love, surrounding the planet, out into the universe. Just like the sun, you are a radiant center, divine light and love. And we'll go into somewhere around 8 to 10 minutes of silence and just remain in this consciousness of you as the divine, radiant source. In this silence, if you notice any thoughts, sensations, feelings come into play that bring you back into your personal identification, I offer this technique. Invite the thoughts in. Invite the feelings in. Invite the sensations in. Assuming that any thought that comes up also wants to experience the divine. Just let it dissolve into this highest representation of the divine. Resist nothing, embrace everything. Imagine now, if you will, that Spirit is whispering in your ear. Universal Spirit, or whatever name you ascribe to God, is whispering, "Come home to me, child. Come all the way home this time. Merge with me completely. Not partway, not halfway, not three-quarters. Dissolve completely and totally into my infinite bliss, peace, pure love." Allow your awareness to come back a little bit now. in this last minute, take a moment to reflect on and just allow yourself to receive from Spirit. At the time of the full moon, there's a doorway that opens where communication between the physical and spiritual planes becomes more accessible. See if Spirit, your guides, your soul, have a message for you. And now take a moment to reflect on what is yours to do? What is mine to do? What can I do to enrich my life? What can I do to enrich the lives of my circle, the planet? Get really clear on this, because I'm going to invite you to share it with a person next to you to help ground it. When we speak our truth, it grounds it. What is mine to do? Slowly and gently begin to bring your awareness back to this room now. Wiggle your toes and fingers. Take as much time as you like in your journey back, and when it's right for you, take a nice deep breath and open your eyes. And turn to someone next to you and tell them what it is that's yours to do. What it is that's yours to do to make this a better world, to make your life better. Anyone not have anyone? They're doing a threesome. All right, so if you're not done, you can finish talking later. We're on a schedule here. So I just want to say a couple more things, everyone. Your attention, please. One, we do have my books in the back, and we forgot to bring a sign-up sheet. I'll wait until you're all. Boy, you got a lot that's yours to do, huh? All right, your attention, please, and then you can go back to talking after the ceremony. Do I have a bell? Where's my drum? All right. There you go. All right, so we have stuff in the back. You can check it out. We didn't bring our sign-up sheet, but Karina will create a little list if you want to just get information from our newsletter about our sweat lodges, our medicine ceremonies, classes, women's circle that Karina leads, and all the other fun stuff that we do. So what's next? And by the way, I just want to say, I speak all over the country. I've spoken in Kenya. I've spoken in Peru. This is my favorite place to speak because this is home.
I was going to say, let's give them some love. And Deena, please stand up and let us give you more love. This is one of my favorite ceremonies ever, and that we've been able to do it every year in January for so many years is really powerful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to read our closing invocation. If you know it, say it with me. We're going to get it printed next time. Father, Mother, God, and Goddess, thank you for the blessings we have received. Be with us now as we leave this sacred circle and go forth into our daily lives, taking the energy generated here tonight out into our homes, our work, our people, the people we love, and all we touch. May we be your open channel into this world each day. Aho. My glasses. Oh, they're. Oh, I know they flew somewhere. First and foremost, thank you for your presence here tonight, your participation, your love, this place was filled with this beautiful energy. So thank you. It's without you, this would just be at the board here, So if you didn't have a chance before as you came in, we are a 501c3, we're a nonprofit. We do totally exist by your donations. We pay the Onion a rental. Oh, wow. Okay. CSL Granada Hill. Oh, went way back, didn't I? CSL Granada Hills, we love you. And we're so grateful for this space after we lost the Onion. So we like to pay our speakers and our musicians an honorarium. So it costs us about $400 or $500 every month to put on the ceremony. So, anything you can put in the basket, but we ask for $20 if you can do it, and more if you have it to give. So thank you. Yes.
And there is a
non-denominational organization, so we accept denominations of all sizes.
Yeah, that's it. Denominations of all sizes.
And we do have a link online for those who are online.
Thank you. Next month, our February guest speakers and musicians are singer-songwriters with metaphysical twist. Sherry Davis and Mark Alchini. I don't know. Alchadi. So, Alchadi. Thank you. Is there anything else? Oh, I mentioned it, but we are an all-volunteer board. And would the board members please stand up? Please. Thank you. And there are feedback cards in our program if you would like to give us some information about how you felt about tonight. We love to read those during our board meetings. And I think we've run over a little bit, so I would just ask Burl to come up and we'll have our closing ritual. And thank you.
As we come to the close of our full moon celebration this evening, let me take just a moment to savor the centered focus of healing energy we have generated here together. Remember, as you let your own light shine, you simultaneously give other people permission to do the same. Clearly knowing yourself as an instrument of light, a being of spirit, you add one more grain of sand to the scales that hold the balance of our global future. Know that at this moment, one grain of sand can tip the scales. You in this very moment may be that grain of sand. I would like to invite the candle lighters to come forward and form a circle around the candle table. And now I ask that everyone come up and join them. Let us embody the spiritual power that has been generated and received from the forces of light that guide our service. Let us focus that energy into the group center, allowing it to rise up and pour this blessing out into our world, extending its positive healing effect throughout the awareness of humankind and the consciousness of our planet. We will sound an extended free-form Om. As the sacred tone pours through you, feel yourself participating, drawing this healing love energy deeply into yourself and sending it out into your life, into our world. As we sound the Om, let us consciously extend our blessing to our planetary life, Mother Earth, including the animals, the trees, the air, and the water, as well as to all those who are in need of healing. For those we would like to include in this healing circle, we speak their names together, silently or audibly, now. Leslie. And with power, love, and intelligence, let us send out this healing light energy to transform the consciousness of humankind. Thank you, and good night. Namaste, namaste, you are greeting me. Namaste, namaste, I'm greeting me. Namaste, namaste, God is greeting me.